Hey, what's going on, guys? Back with another Diablo Immortal video. So today I revamped the PvP setup. There are all kinds of metas, but I want to go over some of the crucial points of it here. So I went with a little bit more resistance over potency. I'm still working on that, and of course armor pen. So if I had to rank the stats, it would be armor pen, resistance, and potency. You want resistance because it's going to keep you from being pulled by the barb as much. It's going to keep you from being knocked back by the demon hunters, as well as being pulled by the other Tempest. Because as you can see, every good Tempest is going to have a pull skill or a knockup skill. As in my last build, the pull skill was Riptide. I replaced Riptide actually with Cascade. The reason I did this is because of the cooldown. The cooldown is super nice, and when you throw out one of these bad boys, it throws this huge AoE circle out. This, with the headpiece, gives you 40,948 damage. This is going to change due to resonance. It stuns them for 3 seconds, and then they also take an additional 30% damage from your next attack, removing the stun effect. So as soon as you attack them, you'll remove it. So it says your next attack, not your Zephyrs. So your Zephyrs can sit there and be beating them down when you stun them, and then you come in and you hit them with a breaker or a squall or even a main hand is what you want to do because of the offhand that gives you your next two primary attacks. Those are just a 28k. Excuse me. So you're going to be doing a lot of damage to that. 30% on top of, let's see, was that 88? It's going to be different in PvP as it is strifed. And you also get all this, so your primary is what you want to hit him with. So you know, your peak performance rotation is going to be, break her in, bring your boy with you. You see him right here? You bring him with you. So you break her in, bring him with you. You can flowing strike into him to give you 3, and then throw your 3 down, and then just primary them, and you'll be good to go. They can't run. Potency, I don't know if it affects the stun or not. I haven't noticed any difference from when I was running 6,000 potency to when I was running 4,980 potency. So 1,000 potency difference pretty much. But the resistance, I can tell a big difference with. Just it's better for survivability. I still run a 4-piece Gloom and a 4-piece Mountebank because I like the survivability. I still have 6 dashes, so I can have my damage up pretty much all the time if I do my rotations correctly. As you can see, if you do the rotations correctly, you can have your 25% damage up almost all the time. So that's why I like Gloom and Montbanks. I'm still running the Vengeance um, set with the 1-piece Beneficial. What I am running is a 2-piece Tortured. And then I'm running a 2-piece Nettled as well. Let's see if I still have it on here. I don't know if I messed it up. And a 2-piece Nettle giving you a 40% counter attack whenever you have a shield, which you are getting a shield a lot in this from your breaker and from your flowing strike. You want to run your terror rifts to get your flowing strike shield. Another good one you can have is your cascade is going to have one. Let's see if I have one in here. I think I might have a cascade piece in here. I just don't have it on because it doesn't do anything. There is one that increases your, I think, cascade range, which is really good because they can't run. One walk there, which I don't use anymore. Let's see if I can find one for you guys. Zephyr Surge is nice if you're in there with Zephyr, so I don't use it. Where you at? I know I got one in here somewhere. Sorry, I hold on to all my extra Legos for when the beginning of the week hits and I get that loyalty bonus built up really, really fast. Storm Fury is nice, increases your attack speed. That's good for PvE. Do. Okay, so I thought I had one. I don't. Sorry about that. But yeah, the Cascade one is really good as well, with the Flowing Strike is the top one. Paragon. So I like running the finishing touch. This, the 5% damage for every within 5 yards. Long as you have one, it reduces their damage. 5% isn't a huge difference, but 250% extra damage is a huge, huge difference. I run combat expertise, rugged, heavy armor, and defender of sanctuary. If you want to be a little more tanky, you could run this. It's super nice. I don't run this because 9 seconds isn't a huge thing. I'd have any of the other buffs over it, and this is 30 seconds, so it's pretty much a kill shot. Okay. It doesn't even say if it's per player you do 250% more damage on, you know what I mean? I think it's a one-time hit, not shirts, not to, um, you know, uh, clear, I guess you could say. Also, I see a lot of people saying, oh, you have a 44% win rate. You got to realize I do about maybe 60 battlegrounds a day. So yeah, as well as changing classes, I try different builds. So the build works really good. You also can't really tell the game what matches to give you unless you're like a huge mega whale with monstrous 7k substats and a decent amount of res. That's great. Or one that actually smurfs, as you can see. A lot of people do this, which I don't have a problem with, but it really skews things up a lot. Running a blessed pebble on top of a, what's his other one? Just a 1 star in there, which doesn't give a lot of beneficial effect, but that's what a lot of people do. I know Quiz doesn't. Quiz is just really good. Quizzing board on my server is really good. I give him his props. That guy is crazy. I've never seen him smurf. He doesn't have huge substats. He plays his class and he plays it well. He knows what to run, but I just wanted to give it a revamp on the build that I am running now. This is one of the metas. So the Strident Bident, of course, it does the huge AoE, as you can see, damaging all and stunning enemies while causing them to take additional damage from your next attack. I run the Flowing Strike Shoulders, gets you out of CC. Fiend Fill, I run this for the extra damage. I run Harmonious because it gives you the dash and the damage your squalls do. Not your squalls, but your zephyrs do when they're going forward. Zephyr Guard is clutch. Flaring Lighthouse. A lot of people change this up for uh what is the one? The Zephyr Strike damage. I like the shield and I like the Zephyr spawn. I like that a lot. Survivability and damage. Zephyr increases the damage by 25%. You can change this one in and out, but your Zephyrs are going to do a ton of damage, and they're just doing that extra damage for when they're stunned after AoEing them, and no second chances is one of the meta pieces. So, I am working on my charm. It's not there yet. I got to replace Riptide with Cascade. But I just wanted to touch base with some of the builds that I have been running. I have been testing out a lot, as you can see. I've been trying the Crosswinds PvP. It's great, but it's just not mobile enough for me. I'm a monk player, so I like doing that. Vault, I run this build. The build you see me running just with Gladiator. This is my old build that I did the video on. Of course, Cascade is the one I'm on now. I've tried the Windwalk. I don't like it because it makes you a mobile, so you pretty much are just guarding the point. And then you got Wind PvE. This is actually a Challenger build I am still working on. But I just wanted to touch base with you guys and, you know, give you the build I'm running now that I've been most successful with. It's this one. The other one's great, but it just doesn't output the damage that it needs to anymore, especially with when you're just sitting there being stunned. This one you can use as a shutdown build, which I really like. So, again, thanks for the support, and I'll catch you on the next video.